Yo, what's going on, Slayers? It's your boy Jon Johnson, kicking it straight out of KingSlayer Gaming. We are back at it again with another MSF Marvel Strike Force video. This time around, baby, it is the weekend, dog. You know what it is. Weekly blog day is out, and we have a lot to talk about that is not really talked about here in this blog, baby. We got players quitting left and right. We also have their response as well as COPLEY to the Captain Britain release and how that is gonna go forward. Yo, let's get it popping here at KingSlayer Gaming. Make sure if you are new, you hit up that like as well as the sub. We are trying to get to 3,000 by the end of the year out here, baby, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all individually on the joint. Yo, let's get it. Let's make sure that we as a collective, as the Marvel Strike Force community, make our voice heard the best we can. Let's get it.
Me are the original junglist from 19 what year, yeah, sir. Can't get to call them lock up. Freedom, gangster. There is no original more original than this.
Look, if you fuck, boy.
All right, baby, so we have the weekly blog pulled up here. It is the next dimension. We have July 13th, July 19th on this. So it is what it is when it comes to the dates. We got back with the Merc's Golden Bounty on the joint. That's going to be sexy as far as getting from free gold. If you haven't already gotten the Awaken ability materials for Old Man Logan by now, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest with you. I mean, it's from your boy's free-to-play perspective. I haven't been able to get all of this done as far as his special, so now I'm just chilling. I'm just waiting to find out how I can get his other Awakened ability material the best route I can. July 15th, we also have the Guardians of the Camp Battle in Cosmic Crucible. More points for using Illuminati in Cosmic Crucible, baby, and we are going to talk about that here very, very soon, dog. Also, the Beast Within Web milestone, that is going to be jumping off on earning Alliance credits. Also having machines for money, battle in Alliance War, and collect ally supply orb fragments. We're going to have the Brawn Blitz, also a battle pass featuring Guardian character shards. Cool, it is what it is. Also, Temporal Dimension featuring Cabal and Illuminati. We are going to have to talk about this specifically as we get a little bit later on into the video, because they actually did release a statement redacting some of the information that is released here in this blog. That's why we say everything is subject to change when it comes to COPLEY, but specifically there is something that we have to cover about the Temporal Dimension, okay? Also, we're going to have the Extreme Heat Quick Rumble, and then we're also going to have Alpha Flight in the bumps and the Elite Store. So I'm excited about that because I missed out on the Red Guardian red orbs, bro. He's still sitting at 4 yellow for me, and I have no way to get him to that red. So oof, kind of hurts to hurt for me, boy. So I'm waiting on that joint to come around. But also having Penny Parker diamonds to the Elite Store. Yo, real talk, not mad about that. Not mad about that at all. Okay, here's the Temporal Dimension. Okay, so this is essentially what they were gonna do before. They claimed that we were gonna be able to get Hank Pym as well as Shuri shards essentially from Temporal Dimension itself, and this is something that they had talked about in a previous blog post. Okay, now essentially they told us that we would really just need Cabal, and then they decided to sneak in Illuminati. So they already strike one for me. I'm already annoyed with COPLEY. I was already annoyed with them from the get, right? We gonna be talking about that a little bit later here in the video, but in general, this has just been a really sour taste on the community, and now we have it to where at least the initial statement that we would have to use Cabal required characters and Illuminati required characters in this joint, and that means all 5 Illuminati characters. All right, that sucks because we didn't, as free-to-play players, not gonna be getting those Hank Pym and Shuri shards anytime soon, which means we are going to be struggling to do this Temporal Dimension next week if that is the case. So what they ended up, because if they had released it like it is, y'all, just so you know, this would have been only free-to-play players could only get through missions 1 through 4. No cap. Like, that's essentially how they released it. They are perfectly fine with that when they wrote it up. No one's had any problems with it until the community reacted the way it did. And bro, oh my God, that was pouring gasoline on the motherfucking fire, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. If there was a worse way to piss off a community that was already pissed off, they decided to double down with this bull, bro. Like, this angered the hell out of it, because I've been able to watch some of the other videos out there from our other content creators out there. Mobile Gamer, looking at you, baby, I love you, you sexy. When it comes to Mobile Gamer, he posted an incredible video that outlined how the free-to-play player community base is completely getting stonewalled by this event as is, okay? Now, they did release a statement saying that you actually only need 3 of the Illuminati characters at that 5-star level or higher, or joint, or you need those 3 Illuminati characters in order to do well and progress in the temporal dimension. So that was changed up because literally I can't say most, a massive portion of the community was going to be in a position where we would not be able to get past mission 4, and they were going to be cool with that. They were going to be completely fine with that, bro. So they have the temporal dimension table laid out here for you, baby. Check out the rewards for it. You're also going to be able to get some gold, some character shards there, some diamond orbs, some training modules, as well as some ions as well. Okay, so we know we're going to get some timed runs in there, some first run attempts, so that's going to be sexy. We get a 6 red star Mr. Fantastic. All right. Yep, it is what it is. We couldn't get a 6 red on, like, or and anybody else. Like, no, that was the guy. That was the okay. Anyway, July 16th is when they're gonna bring out Temporal Dimension. All right, we're also gonna be having the Guardian of the Camp, which is going to be the Black Panther Shuri Shard event. That's how we're actually gonna be able to get this. Now, essentially, we're gonna be able to earn Black Panther Shuri shards by competing in Cosmic Crucible. We'll get more points for using the Illuminati at higher stars. Cool, it is what it is. At least her event's finally gonna be in the game, and we can actually unlock her free to play. That's gonna be nice, I guess. Yo, don't worry, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. We gotta finish the blog first. Baby. We're gonna have the Beast Within web event. We're gonna be scoring that by earning Alliance credits. We're going to be able to advance in the Guardian of the Camp milestone. That's gonna unleash the beast. Is gonna kick off on the 15th of July. As we talked about, mercs for money. We know it, we love it. Get some free gold out of this. Just use mercs for money and blitz, and then just, you know, use your OML if you have them. If you don't have them, just put in a 5th member of that team. Use that mercs for money team. Get some free gold out of it, and just upgrade your characters roster the best you can. We're also going to have the Extreme Heat Quick Rumble on the joint. That is going to be with the Extreme X-Men characters in the Rumble. Get more stars. If you have them at 7 stars, you sexy. You already set. You're gonna be able to get the maximum rewards for this milestone. That's gonna be easy to do, right? Don't forget your free Friday claim on the joint, baby. You're gonna be able to get that 10 wow 300 lab supplies, as well as the 500 summer camp tickets. We know we're gonna use those tickets for the milestones that we have going on right now as we spend those tickets in the store. Also, we're going to have an arena update. Starting soon after version 8.2 release goes live, players will be able to complete all 5 arena attacks at once without waiting for a 15-minute cooldown. If you want extra arena attacks, you'll have the option to use power cores. So we won't have to wait on the 15-minute cooldown anymore. We'll be able to just jump right into it, which is honestly great for me because typically I use all my arena attacks in the last hour. Or if I'm on stream. If I'm on stream, I'll definitely do them. By the way, check us out, KingSlayer Gaming LLC, baby. You gotta add the LLC so you know it's me. We stream on Twitch TV every Tuesday, Wednesday, as well as Friday, 4:20 MST. You know what it is, baby. On our Twitch channel, we end up using most of our arena attacks right then and there, but that's typically around like 4 or 5 o'clock. But at the same time, now knowing this, I have had multiple nights when I'm not streaming where I don't attack until like maybe 30 minutes, an hour before. So this is actually great for me because I end up having to spend a lot of power cores during that time by just skipping. All right, let's go to the next fight. So this is great for me. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty a decent change. Also, until next time, baby, that is going to be the end of the vlog. Now we gotta talk. Now we got to have a conversation, okay? We got to have a conversation because we have had a major player shift because of the way COPLEY is released this event. So if you do not know, catch you up real quick. Captain Britain is literally pay to play, all right? Not pay to win, all right? Not pay to win in the aspect of COPLEY and MSF in the past, where you just pay to win, and you can, if the more and more money you put into it, the higher of a level of character that you'll get. No, it's pay to play. You have to pay to now unlock the characters, all right? Pissed off in incredible portion of the community to the point where the backlash has now caused major content creators to quit, baby. I'm talking content creators the level of Purple Sticky. I am talking 3088 gaming on the joint, baby. I am talking Run 7, baby. I'm talking Envoy Run 7 at the end of the Cosmic Crucible tournament. My man said, nah, I am done. That is incredible to know that that is what the knife that COPLEY has driven in the backs of the player base, bro, of the community, because this is a community that loves this game, that wants this game to succeed. These are content creators that dedicate so much time and effort towards making stream schedules, towards making memes, towards making content, towards making videos, and going through all the different things they do. I mean, just the costume design alone. Have you seen what Purple Sticky's done on his I'm just saying. To have that much passion and love for a game, and to have COPLEY just say, I don't give a damn, like, and that's what really stuck out to me during this entirety of the week, right? Because I saw the video that mobilegamer as well as Valley Flying released on the joint, right? And they said, yo, as the player movement, we tried to talk to COPLEY. COPLEY had us over and let us know about the joint, dog. They put it out there. They said, look, let it be known, we are gonna do this event. It's gonna go down, and I don't care what you have to say about it. We just brought you out here so you can listen and just understand this is how it's gonna be. I don't care what you're gonna say back. Are you kidding me? So what the hell is the point of the movement? What the hell is the point of the player voice if you don't actually have a voice? What are we doing here, COPLEY? Like, for real. Like, on a real joint, this makes no sense to me. This is just terrible in every sense of the word. And this has made it so your boy has just because at the same time, dog, look, here's the thing. I made a video last week, all right? I made a video last week, and it made a lot of different heads turn. A lot of content creators saw this. I labeled it, fuck you, COPLEY, straight up, fuck you, COPLEY. Uncensored, a message to the free-to-play community, baby. I made it from our free-to-play community to COPLEY, and this joint's got a lot of different likes on it. I mean, it's been the most popular video I've done this week alone, and this is where I wanted to read the comments of this video, okay? And the comments is really what hits your boy hard, because there are a lot of different viewpoints of Marvel Strike Force, right? And where we are as a community, and COPLEY just clearly does not give a damn. Like, they don't care. And this is causing a complete ripple effect. If you're a pay-to-play player, which is what it is, you have to decide, are you just a pay-to-play player? Because that is what COPLEY's deciding to do when they are doing a gatekeeping event like this, all right? Check out some of these comments. We got Speakeasy 1827. Think you said what we all feeling, baby. And honestly, it's just terrible, bro. Got K-Dog Forever. I wouldn't be so pissed off as a free-to-play player if those reworks for Black Bolt, Iron Man, and Mr. Fantastic weren't absolute garbage. Stat increases are a joke and barely any real updates to their kits. That is absolute facts, bro. I have used them as a 3-stack and they barely do anything. Even in Cosmic Crucible, they don't do much as a collective. You read through the kits, especially Iron Man. He had so much potential, and then y'all just decided to slap him with the freaking Scarlet Witch, with the fucking Doctor Strange treatment, bro. This is ass, dog, for real. Dude, oh my god. Now, we had some other players out there that had different viewpoints, so I want to make sure that those voices are heard, because clearly COPLEY ain't listening to nobody. So we want to make sure that the voices are heard on both ends, because your boy after going through all this, I'm gonna let you know what my full decision and where my thought process, what my heart stands on this joint at the end of the video. As an in-game player, this we got it from Andrew right here. We got as an in-game player, I remember the days when not everybody got a legendary the first go around. This actually gives me something to work on. I get the hate, but everyone needs to calm down. Understand it. I understand he did get one like up on the video, on the comment. I completely understand you, dog. There are different versions of players out there, and that's what we also need to understand. This upset a massive portion of the community, and that's what we really need to focus on. Now, I understand that on one end, if this doesn't really affect you at all, if you are already going to spend money on the game, if you already are a person that spends $300 to $400 a month on this game, this isn't really a conversation that I'm voicing it directly to, you know, or having the direction of, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I can't speak for that community because I'm not in that community. I'm just not. I'm a person who consistently spends the battles and the strike passes, so I'm spending $80 a month. Extreme, like $80 a month is what I assumed would be relatively okay for a video game, let alone a mobile game, month after month after month, and I thought that was already out of hand, and now we're at the point where, hey, if you're an in-game player, that means you are having to spend to play, not spend to win, spend to play. And if you are okay with that, then you're okay with that. That is perfectly fine. But at the same time, you gotta listen to the other side of the perspective, all right? Yo, as a free-to-play player, we just need to adjust our thinking that we are, and this is from Terrible Daddy, this is from Terry B. Addy out here, dog, all right? As a free-to-play player, we need to adjust our thinking that we get every character the same time everybody else that pays. A few years ago, we weren't able to get legendaries until the second rotation, like Omega and stuff. So a very similar comment that we had to our last joint, and I love this because it comes from the free-to-play player base. This is sexy. I appreciate the perspective out here, dog. This is where I do love that we do have the lights in the free-to-play community, because we do have those that can see it from another perspective, okay? I find it very hard to see it from this perspective just because it's been so long since we've had that type of situation. Like, I think the last legendary character I did not get on the first go around was, I believe, either Jubilee or Omega Red. And I think I was taking a big break during the Omega Red, so I didn't even have to go for him during that period. I think I essentially skipped him and then came back around to him. So the last character I remember that I could not get was Jubilee. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't playing like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Back then, when we had those requirements for these characters, I was not playing the game like that. It was just one of those situations where I wasn't putting money into the game. We didn't have those strike passes like that, you know what I mean? Like, I barely put maybe $2 into the game a month. And I completely understand why I would not be able to unlock a character. That's fine, that's no problem. Hey yo, if this is a pay-to-play game, it is what it is back then. Here's the difference. I'm full-time streaming out here, dog. I'm streaming at least 3 days a week, as well as playing the game every single day of my life, okay? I have been playing the game non-stop for years now, haven't missed a login bonus in years, and now, because, and I put $80 a month into the game. I put $80 a month into this game, and I'm not a free-to-play player, technically, by that standard, and I still can't get this character. That... That's a little different. That's a little bit different, and it really does suck. You know what I mean? Like, I could see if I was putting $80 a month into the game back then when we had the Jubilee and the Omega Red releases, and I wasn't able to get the characters back, because I don't think that would have been a thing. I would have put that money into the characters themselves. If I was spending $80 a month, here's what they're asking. They're asking you to spend $80 a month plus buy the offers. That's where things are just crazy and egregious, because we're spending at least $200 minimum so we can get the requirements met to get this Captain Britain character, which is a completely different team when you got him on the squad. There's no way around that. It is not the same team, bro. Real talk, Captain Britain is needed to make that team ungodly, bro. Oh my god, you should have saw him during the Cosmic Crucible tournament. Homie was a monster on that squad. Yo, as we keep going down. We got this from Gavin Wilson. Mobile games are so overpriced nowadays. I remember paying 20 quid a month for on MSF, I assume that's what we're saying, and getting everything back in the day. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The money that they are demanding now is just dumb as fuck and be way beyond inflation. If they made it cheaper, more folks would buy it, but that's not what they want. They want to run the game on shoestring with a skeleton. Yo, real talk. I'm gonna have to big ups that one right now live on stream. Like, real talk, bro. Yo, and that is what a lot of the community, that's what I just said, honestly. That really just covers a lot of what I just said. Money back then is not the same as money now that they're asking for, and it's just egregious and honestly evil. It's really screwed up. Okay, then we have boy Final Curtain 707. All they had to do was make it so that instead of needing Shuri and Hank 5 stars, instead make it a 3-star unlock, increase the star level each time. So if you have both a 4-star to unlock the 4 Captain Britain, 5 to unlock, etc. Instead, they have done this baffling decision that fucks over the whole community except Wales. This is what I mean. This is exactly the voice that I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, bro, this is just egregious. It's terrible. I'm not a fan of it. Scopely fucking sucks for this, real talk. At the end of the day, bro, the only way to really fix this is to give everybody a free Captain Britain, make them a fucking 2-star unlock, make them a 1-star, something like that. Give us the Nightcrawler treatment on this one, bro, because y'all clearly have played your cards, because this is what we're going to end up coming down to. We're going to end up coming down to Scopely having to make a decision. And this decision is going to be based off of what they're going to do here. And this decision is plain and simple. Are you willing to fuck over the entirety of the free-to-play community and make this a pay-to-play game? Or are you going to wipe the slate clean, give us a free Captain Britain, and get us back on board into the game we actually love to play and we want to see grow and get better? Because the way this is right now, this is just clearly a shift in how Scopely's carrying the company from this point on. If this is how this sticks, because you have to make the decision, are you going to pay to play? All right, not pay to win, baby, pay to motherfucking play, because that's what it is. That's what it is out here, baby. Yo, we got some more comments out here. Yo, my boy Niggy out here talking about it. Yeah, I'm not paying for that. That's crazy for real. Like, honestly, bro, and I totally understand that sentiment. Like, that's honestly, it's just crazy and it's egregious. And shout out to Purple Sticky, shout out to Run 7, shout out to 3088 Gaming, bro. Real talk, these are incredible content creators that put a lot of work and effort into their content. Please hit them up on Twitch TV, baby. Make sure that you follow them. I'll have their channels down in the description to make sure that you know it's all about love, because this is a tough time. This is a tough time for the boys, because at the end of the day, this is content that they were making money off of, right? This is content that they were able to come into a community that they love, and they built their own communities respectively, and now they have to shift over into a new line, whether that be continual streaming, whether that be continual content creation, whether that be a new game, whatever it is. This is a time where, yo, this is where the community, and I know the community is going to show up. I never have to worry about the community. Yo, continue to follow them, love them, make sure that you know that they need that support out here, baby, because at the end of the day, all we got is each other, because fuck Scopely. So where do I stand on this, essentially, or what's my reaction to what we got going on in the community from both a player perspective as well as a content creator perspective, right? Because we got content creators quitting left and right. We got players quitting left and right, as you can see here in the video. Like, even if you go throughout the comments of the video that I posted previously, there are multiple people. Shout out to my boy MexiMix. He is also one player that literally put out a whole paragraph about how he is just done overall and moved away from Marvel Strike Force because of how this is doing it and how they're rolling this out. So yes, on one perspective, you can look at it from that pay-to-play perspective, or the end game player, or whatever movement that just goes with the narrative that you're just crying too much or whatever have you. I do understand merit in some instance, especially when you put forth the argument that there was at one point in Marvel Strike Force where you did not get that character the first time around, etc. And I do understand that from a perspective. However, when you look at it, if you take a step back and we look how it's affecting the actual community and how it's affecting the game overall, like, we got players quitting as a reaction to this. That's not a good thing. Like, I understand that you can have the narrative to say, hey, stop crying, whatever, spend money, whatever. I get it. But if you have players quitting the game as a result of what's going on, I don't see any way in which you can just make the solitary excuse that it's just crybaby. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard to go with that. Because for me, honestly, guys, like, this has just made it to where I see where my money's going. Like, this shows me that $80 is clearly not enough for Scopely. It's not enough to play the game on Marvel Strike Force. Now, I'm not saying I'm quitting the game or anything like that. I'm still going to be doing all of our streams out here on Twitch TV, doing our thing and that and that and the other. However, when it comes to purchases made in the game, like our strike passes, battle passes, I won't be doing any of that anymore. I will be spending money in the game if it's something where we have a donation, we have an awesome subscriber, and they're just like, yo, I would love for you to get this kit so that way we can test out this here in the case, like things like that. Absolutely, case by case, 100% bet. But the money that I'm making through streaming, through YouTube, content creation, everything that and the other, I won't be just throwing that directly into Marvel Strike Force, because that's essentially what I would do. I just blindly get the battle passes and the strike passes and just pay $80 a month every single month, and that's just what I would do without even thinking about it. Now I'm seeing that it's clearly not enough for Scopely to play the game. So I'm not gonna be paying to play. I'm just gonna be playing the game, and whatever we get along the way, we get along the way. I just don't see that my money would be valued in this game anymore. I just don't see it like that. I'm not telling you to boycott spending or anything like that, baby. You play, you do what you want to do out here. You guys are 100% individuals and adults, and at the end of the day, you decide what is worth value to you. But for me, Scopely, you don't deserve my fucking money. At the end of the day, you just don't. Instead, I'm gonna be putting my money towards games that I actually enjoy playing, and I feel that the gameplay speaks for itself. For example, I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero over here on the channel, been thinking about getting into First Ascendant. We have a lot of other games that have been taking your boy's attention that aren't just shoving your face pay to play at this point, and that are so tone deaf to the community as well as the player movement that they wanted to so egregiously push in our face that this is the great change for MSF, and clearly they don't give a fuck. So now neither do I. I just don't. So yo, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little bit lengthy, but we had to make sure that as a player in Marvel Strike Force, you know what's going on, you know, because they won't tell you the full truth of what's happening. You'll just see like people bitching just for the sake of bitching, or, you know, whatever have you, people quitting and not knowing what's going on or the reason why. Just wanted to make sure I gave you a little update and recap on the joint. Yo, until next time, it has been your boy Jon Johnson. I've been kicking it straight out of KingSlayer Gaming. You know what it is.